When you're launching a new membership, you want people to be excited. You want it to be a big event and for there to be all sorts of buzz around the launch of your amazing new community. But how do you generate that buzz? That's what we're going to talk about in episode 332 of the Membership Guys podcast. Let's do this.
You're listening to the Membership Guys podcast, bringing you proven, practical tips and advice from the leading experts on growing a successful membership business each and every week. And now, here's your host, Mike Morrison.
Well, hello there. Welcome to episode 332 of the Membership Guys podcast. I'm your host, Mike Morrison, one half of the Membership Guys, and today we're talking all about building buzz for your membership launch. A product launch is both an exhilarating and a terrifying time, especially when you're launching something that is brand new. What if nobody buys? Or what if the opposite happens and too many people buy and the website goes down, or maybe I can't handle so many people buying and joining at once? And a membership launch is no different. There's a lot of anxiety that goes with it. Although unlike some other types of products, a membership site doesn't need to live or die based on the launch alone, which can certainly take some pressure off. However, you do still want your membership launch to be as successful as possible. After all, the goal of any launch is to get as many people as possible aware of your membership and hopefully joining it. For a membership, that means you want that initial influx of members right from the get-go that will give your membership some momentum to move forward with and to get your community up and running, to get people engaging, to get people consuming content, giving you feedback that enables you to make your product even better, which in turn makes it easier for you to attract more members. So while the launch isn't the be-all and end-all for most memberships in the way that it might be for an online course or another type of product, you still want to make sure you get off to the best possible start. So how do you ensure that your launch is a success? While having a large existing audience can certainly help you to achieve that success, it's by no means essential. You can still do a lot in terms of your membership launch with a relatively modest audience. In fact, we started Membership Academy with less than 500 people on our email list in our active audience. The key to a successful launch, regardless of your audience size, is the amount of interest and buzz that your launch generates. It stands to reason that the more people who see what you're offering, the greater the number of people there will be that will join. So how do you get that buzz going? How do you get people excited about your membership launch? How do you get your membership and the fact that you are launching in front of as many people as possible, even if you don't have a large email list or a large audience of your own? I'm going to share 6 of our favorite tactics for generating that interest, for generating buzz. The first is sharing behind-the-scenes sneak peeks. Offering your audience some sneak peeks of your upcoming membership site, or a look behind the scenes of your business and behind the scenes of the process of you creating this membership. It's one of our absolute favorite things to do in the build-up to a launch. Not only does it get people excited about your launch, it makes them aware that you have a product that is coming, and it gives them something visual. It gives them context. It gives them a real look at what you're talking about when you are mentioning your membership on your social channels, in your emails. The more people can actually picture your membership in real terms, they can see it, they can visualize it, the more interested they're going to be, and the more likely they are to know whether it's right for them or not. So you could do a full behind-the-scenes walkthrough of your site as you're putting the finishing touches together. Or you could do a slow tease where you share occasional screenshots showing different areas of the site or things that you're working on as you're building the membership, as you're creating the content. You could do little Instagram stories of the slides that you've just finished putting together for a brand new course or a new training that's going to be part of the membership. And you can talk a bit about that, and that ties in to you being able to talk about, okay, this is what the membership will help people do. This is the level of training and support you're going to get, all that sort of stuff. Giving people that look behind the scenes, giving them the sneak peek, the inside glimpse of this new exciting thing that's coming. So they have that picture in their mind's eye of what your membership will be when it launches. That's going to generate that desire, that anticipation, and it's going to give you a variety of different ways of talking about your membership without you just basically repeating the same thing over and over and over again. You know, if all you've got to say about your upcoming launch, about your upcoming membership is, hey, we've got an amazing membership coming, it's going to be coming in 3 weeks. Hey, we got an amazing membership coming, it's coming in 2 weeks. It's coming in 1 week. That's going to really, really get monotonous, get boring. And so having those behind the scenes looks, sharing sneak peeks as you're creating your membership can go a long way to generating interest and buzz. And social media is the perfect place for this, particularly things like stories, Instagram stories, Facebook stories, and so on. The perfect place to show people that behind the scenes glimpse of what's going on as you prepare for your launch. So the second thing that you can do that can generate that excitement and buzz before your launch is to make good use of live video. Live video is a fantastic way of getting your personality across and really connecting with your audience to allow them to feel like they're getting to know you on a deeper level. They're getting to know your personality. They're getting more comfortable with you as a teacher, as a leader, as someone they might want to spend some time with inside your membership. It's also a great way to respond to questions and feedback in real time. If you sit down and you script a podcast episode or you record a YouTube video and you put it out there, then you never know if you're missing key bits of information or if you fail to preempt some aspect of what you're talking about that someone might not understand or something like that. Whereas when you're doing it live and you have that real-time interaction, you get a better read on what your audience is interested in. You're going to be able to get those questions or clear up any misunderstandings in real time, stuff that you might not have even thought about. So if you're talking about your membership, you might think, okay, if I tell people, hey, we're going to be releasing a new workshop every month, you might have in your brain that people understand what a workshop looks like, right? You might be thinking, okay, to me, a workshop is a 60-minute live webinar on a specific topic with some questions. But to other people, a workshop might just be something they've only ever experienced in person, right? A physical live event. And so little things like that, where you can make those assumptions that certain elements of what you're talking about when it comes to your membership are easily understood, you're going to get that feedback. You're going to get those questions that will kind of give you the opportunity to clarify your marketing message in a way that you couldn't if you weren't answering questions and interacting in a live way. And of course, just seeing how people react and respond to different parts of your message will help you to better get a grip and better tune in to the specific parts of what you're doing that your audience are most interested in, and which part of your marketing message really hits home and might be what you focus on a bit more going forward. So using things like Facebook Live, YouTube Live, other live video platforms in the build up to your launch can be a real great way to build buzz and excitement, because every time you're going live, it's an event. It's a gathering, it's a happening, right? There's that little bit of real-time buzz and excitement that always goes with live interaction anyway. You generally end up being a bit looser, a bit more relaxed when you're live. There's also always that element when you're live that something could go wrong. So, that always adds a little bit of an unknown and uncertainty and excitement to any live interactions. But even just the fact that people will feel a lot more like they're just hanging out with you as opposed to being a recipient of your marketing, being a consumer of your marketing. They're taking part. They are there with you. They're hanging out with you, interacting with you live. And that's pretty cool. That's exciting. And that's something that will have a lot of buzz to it as well. You can also run live Q&A sessions throughout your launch itself. So using live videos to connect, to talk with your audience in the build-up is great, to talk about your topic, to share your plans, to give people those behind the scenes sneak peeks. But when you actually have launched and you've opened the doors and you've got your launch event and everything going on, you can sprinkle in live sessions throughout the launch period too, in order to answer any questions that people who are just on the verge of joining might have. And you can even do things like go live right as you open the door. So you can actually live stream as the doors open, and then you can give a shout out to everybody who joins your membership site to, again, Really get that excitement going, really make people feel like they're part of something that's happening, to build that desire, to build that FOMO that can be generated when people see that other people are buying, other people are becoming part of this membership. They want to be part of it too. And bringing up any initial feedback that you've received from members, maybe offer some special bonuses just for those people who are watching live. Capitalizing on live video and the natural inbuilt excitement that comes from interacting with your audience in that way can go a long, long way to really ramping up the buzz, the excitement, the anticipation around your launch. Another tactic for doing that is utilizing giveaways and competitions. Everyone loves the chance to win something. If you want people to share your membership, to spread the word about your launch far and wide, then a competition or a giveaway can be a great way to do this, especially if you make sharing a part of the competition itself. So it might be a condition of entry. Now, your competition could be as simple as, share details of our membership in order to win the chance of a free lifetime subscription. Or, you can have multiple different prizes. You could have things where people get an entry into a sweepstake for every time they share. So if they share on every social media platform that they have, that could be a dozen or so different entries. And there's tools like King Sumo, which enable you to do that with ease. It's always worth, I think, with competitions, with giveaways, of making sure that any prize that you offer is in some way related to your membership. The simplest way is by offering a subscription to your membership, a lifetime subscription, a free annual subscription, or whatever. Or if you're in the music industry, you could offer an instrument as a prize. If you've got a photography membership, you could offer camera equipment. It should be something that is specific to your topic, because otherwise, if you're just giving away an iPad or, $1,000, then you're going to get far less relevant shares. You're not going to have people who are coming into your world, coming into your audience, who are actually right for what you're doing. So any sort of giveaways, any sort of competitions, make sure that the prizes are relevant, they are specific to your topic, to your audience. And of course, if you are in the sort of industry like photography, like video editing, like animation, anything that's visual, even things where, people just have equipment like instruments, like photography equipment, whatever, then your competition could incorporate those elements into it. So it could be a photo contest or a video competition or something like that, where you're actually tapping into the topic itself as part of the contest. Again, all of this can not only drum up a lot of excitement and a lot of buzz within your existing audience, because they're going to be in with a chance of winning something, and who doesn't love to win something, but also if you get clever with it, you can make it so that they are incentivized by your competition, by your giveaway, to share it with other people. So giveaways and competitions, great way to generate interest, to attract new people into your world, to build that buzz for your launch. Affiliates can play a big part of your pre-launch strategy too. If you spent any time at all in the online business world, you'll have seen some big name product launches, usually courses, that are entirely built around affiliates promoting that product. You have these big names with these huge affiliate armies who basically do all the marketing for that product, right? And there's no doubting that having a group of people who are committed to spreading the word about your membership in their own audience, especially if their audience is large, it can do wonders for your membership launch, particularly if your audience isn't quite as big as the affiliates you're partnering up with. The success of any sort of affiliate promotion really does depend on how good a fit your affiliate's audience is for what you're offering in your membership. So do consider that when choosing your affiliates, when looking at who you might collaborate with, to ensure that their audience are actually going to be the right fit for your membership, rather than just letting anyone who wants to promote your membership come in and do that. Now, obviously with affiliates, you need to give up a percentage of your launch income. For high-priced products like online courses, where they're typically sold for around $2,000, usually the affiliate payout is about half of that. So all of these big $2,000 course launches that all the other big names in the industry are promoting, they're doing so because they're getting $1,000 per sale. With a membership, we're generally dealing with a much smaller price point. And so for you, in talking to your affiliates, it's more about emphasizing that recurring element of the commission, because typically you would offer them something like 25% of all referred members. They get 25% of their monthly payment each and every month that person remains a member. So while the initial affiliate payout for them might not be as big and as attractive as with these bigger priced products, longer term, that recurring commission will add up. And of course, more of their audience are likely to be able to afford to join a $50 a month membership than they are to buy a $2,000 course. So you need to keep these things in mind when it comes to approaching affiliates and making the prospect of partnering up with you so they go out and they spread the word for you an attractive one. And you need to make sure you put an effort into equipping them to play a role in your launch too. So providing them with a lot of information about your product, with preempting any questions they might get, with graphics, shareable content, all that sort of stuff that gives them a toolkit to go out there and really promote your membership. Don't just give them an affiliate link and leave them to it. Give them some material that they can use. Talk about ways you could maybe create content together and so on. You want your affiliates to be well equipped, and you want your affiliates to be excited about your membership too. If you can get affiliates working for you, doing your marketing for you in the build up to your launch and throughout the launch itself, that is going to generate huge buzz and hopefully a lot more sales. And this is why we say you don't need to have a huge audience of your own if you can partner up with other people who will essentially go out there and spread the word to their audience for you. So that's tactic number 4 for generating interest and buzz for your launch, utilizing affiliates. The 5th tactic is guest posting and podcast guesting. So again, if you haven't yet got a substantial audience of your own, then contributing guest blog posts or appearing on other people's podcasts as an interview guest can be a great way of increasing your reach and increasing the size of your audience. In fact, even if you do have a big audience, guesting on podcasts, guest blogs, it's a great thing to do. The more new people that you can reach, the more people who can be informed about your membership launch, whose radar you can pop up on, the more successful your launch is likely to be. And tapping into other people's audiences to spread the word is a great plan as you build up for your launch. Now, while using affiliates will put your membership in front of a wider audience, the beauty of being a guest contributor on other people's blogs or podcasts is that those people get to know you. They get to hear from you. They get to hear your message, your experience. They get a taste of your expertise, and they get to find out why you've created this membership and why it might help them. So if you can arrange it, having a number of interviews on other people's podcasts or live streams or YouTube channels or whatever, and again, guest blog posts, if you can line those up, if you have those scheduled to go out during the pre-launch period and during the early stages of your launch, again, that can really up the ante and generate a lot of buzz about your membership. Now, it's not going to be as simple as just looking at the top 10 podcasts in your industry, sending them an email and securing a spot on their show. You're probably going to need to go for maybe the lesser known people within your industry who themselves, they might not have millions of people listening to their show, but if they've got more than you, or even if they've just got a passionate, modest sized audience, it all adds up. It's new people that you otherwise wouldn't reach, more people to hear from you, more people who will become aware of your membership and the pending launch. And of course, you would look to discuss any other opportunities for collaboration, for promotion with the host of that podcast. You could maybe tie it in with them being an affiliate and so on for that double whammy effect in terms of them helping you spread the word, grow your audience, and get your new membership in front of other people. And the final way to really add to that interest, the buzz, and the excitement for your launch is to use free challenges. We love online challenges. We've used them effectively ourselves. In fact, we ran a 30-day membership challenge as part of our launch, and it was rocket fuel for the successful start of Membership Academy. A free challenge, whether it's something you deliver via email, whether it's something you do in a Facebook group using Facebook Live or whatever, it can be a great way of growing your email list and your audience quickly. Challenges are also a good way of demonstrating your expertise and improving the chances that the people signing up to your list, signing up to the challenge, are actually a good fit for your membership, because the topic of the challenge would, of course, be aligned with the topic of your membership. Typically, again, challenges can be done via daily emails that you send out throughout the challenge, but increasingly Facebook groups, Facebook Lives are being used as the platform for delivering these channels too. You get that community element by bringing together all of your challenge participants, which almost acts as a micro membership during the course of that challenge. It gives people a taste. It has them wanting more. They'll want to stay in that little community. They'll want more from you. They'll want the next steps. And you have the way that they can get those next steps, the way they can go further beyond the challenge by joining your membership. We found that it works well to time the end of your challenge, whether it's a 5-day challenge or a 30-day challenge, to schedule that challenge so that it ends at the same time as your membership opens. So it leads into the launch of the membership. That means that people will still be excited by the challenge they've just gone through. They're still engaged. You've got them as a captive audience. You've got them ready to carry on and learn more. So the timing's perfect. And your challenge subscribers, your challenge participants, they'll often be your first membership members. So free challenges work fantastically well. If you're a member of Membership Academy, we have a whole masterclass on how to use challenges. We've got a free challenge framework that we give you, as well as all the swipes and templates and all that sort of stuff that will help you get a free challenge up and running and use it as a great way of bringing in new members. So there you have it, 6 of our favorite ways of generating interest and buzz both before and during the launch of your membership. Now, you're probably not going to want to employ all of these tactics all at the same time. That might be overkill. We recommend choosing the 2 or 3 that are best suited to you, to your situation, to your topic, to the size of your audience, to what connects with people in your industry. Choose 2 or 3 of these tactics and go all in. And the beauty with the membership site is all the stuff we talked about, you can utilize further down the road. They don't just have to be used as part of your launch strategy. So even if you're kind of thinking, I'd really love to use challenges, but we just don't have the time, or we're just not going to be able to sort out a challenge while also getting interviewed on other people's podcasts, you can keep that one in the bank. You can revisit it later on as part of a promotion to bring in new members too. So if you're in the process of building up towards your launch, if you've got that launch date in the diary and you're starting to think about, okay, how are we going to make sure that we have eyeballs on the membership for when we launch it? Hopefully some of these tactics that we've shared will help you to generate that buzz, get that attention, and create that interest and desire for your new membership. That's it from me for this week. I'll be back again next week with another installment of the Membership Guys podcast.